Hi, and welcome to Inside the Newsroom. I'm Gyllenhaal, the Herald's executive editor, and the topic is the unfortunate story of the week, the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. At this point, there are many more questions than answers about the impact this accident may have, but there can't be any doubt that the potential for enormous damage to the very things that make Florida what it is very high, and that is a unique environment, plentiful wildlife, tourism, and 1,200 miles of coastline. So while we're still waiting to see where the oil and the broader disaster are headed in this kind of slow-motion news drama, the Herald has launched an ambitious coverage plan that draws on several dozen of our own staff members as well as reporters and photographers from across McClatchy newspapers. In the past week, stories have looked at the impact of the Gulf's fishing industry, Florida's tourism trade, the Apalachicola oystermen whose world-famous produce may not survive the spill. We've looked at the unique ecology of the Gulf, the role of the Gulf Stream in distributing oil, and the modern pressures on oil exploration. In the coming week, coverage will explore the safety record for drilling, what lessons can be learned from the Exxon Valdez accident and other spills, and everything that's known about the four companies that have a role in the oil rig project. With its many tentacles, this is a story that's served well by the broader resources of McClatchy newspapers, with its aggressive Washington bureau, newspapers throughout the country, and some of the country's very best environmental reporters who are pitching in on this from California to the Carolinas. It's the kind of event that shows the newspaper at its best. There's a steady flow of news, so we're updating the website every few hours, day in and day out. There's also a web of difficult topics behind these events, from explaining the mechanics of deep water drilling to exploring how oil behaves in water, to pinning down the political shifts that are likely. We've had more than 100 people throughout the company working on this, and I expect that that number will grow as the story itself does. You can find a wealth of information about the oil spill online, including hundreds of photos, many videos, and all of the stories we've been talking about here on a special web page developed on Miami Herald's website. Once again, we appreciate your thoughts and emails and phone calls on this story and any other, and thank you for reading the Herald and spending time here on MiamiHerald.com.